Well, here's the thing about traffic is that it's not just an extra 45 minutes. It's an extra 45 minutes of like cock and ball torture. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like not even if I had to like.
Well, you
for
did
example,
order that custom seat.
Yeah, my bad.
There's just a vice in your seat. Anytime you have to brake, it squeezes your balls.
I'm like, fuck this. I hate traffic, man.
Like,
I hate it so much.
Oh, no traffic. Nice.
Oh man.
Yeah, the spike that goes in your
Can you drive
dick.
this one? Can you drive this? Can you drive on the way back?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't handle it, man.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. It was like if I had to wait for an extra hour
Yeah.
of just like sitting in a room,
Yeah, you could.
I'd be able to like get work done, sit on my you know my cell phone.
What do you
or
prefer?
fucking-
Subway stopped and you're trapped in a tunnel for an hour, or stuck in traffic for an hour?
Subway.
You could, because you could sit and write and listen to music.
I could write to, and there's also the people around me, and it's also.
What do you mean the people? You want to meet the people in the subway?
No, it's like everyone's like fuck. It's like you know you're just you're around everyone who wants to find someone who's responsible and slit their throat.
Right.
You know?
Right.
They're like, this is a fucking outrage.
There's
also,
a camaraderie.
Also, there's someone for you to be a bitch to, like at the end.
Who?
The MTA operator.
Come on.
Oh my goodness, you would be appalled, by the way, what I fucking
What do you do?
do. What?
Some
suck their
guy
cocks.
some guy jumps in front of the tracks. The train gets stopped. Some other lady comes to help with the people that have been stuck in a car for an hour, and then you pop out and you're like, "Fuck you, you fucking whore!"
No.
No. Okay.
No. Well, I did that once, but no. It's more of a thing where, like this one time there was this huge delay, and then everyone was like, "What's going on? Where's this delay?" And the guy's like, "I don't know." I was like, "What do you mean you don't know? Like, do something, you piece of shit. You know." It's like, get the information to us so we can know what our next step is, you know? And sometimes they'll like call a guy and he's like, there's a dog on the track. A dog is on the track and there's nothing you can do. Or like someone threw a couch on the track, you know? And then it's like, well, why can't you just get the couch or the dog off the track? And I'm like, the fucking guy's on his way.
You don't
and
think
there's nothing
that,
you can do.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
No, but then it's like everyone's so fucking incompetent. And it's like, you know what it feels like? It's like,
I feel like you take all the anger that you should have towards, I don't know, corporations and the government, and you direct that to the MTA. You think that the MTA is the one that's really fucking people over.
Here's the problem is that these corporations and the government, it's kind of unreachable. And what they do is they take innocent people and they're like, this is the face that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
And because you're looking at an innocent person, there's nowhere for your rage to go.
Yeah.
So it has to go back in.
It's the same with
and
MTA.
I say no to this. I say, oh, I'm not responsible for this rage. So now it is yours, MTA worker.
Right.
I hope you fucking die.
Right.
And
but they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like,
but,
it literally, you have a job. Imagine you fucking go into work and someone's like, Dan, the elevator's not working. And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then some guy wants to...
I think of it as energy.
Yeah.
I think of it as like the energy stays with me.
Changing how you think about it doesn't change the fact whether it's
changes
fair
whether
or not.
I justify. Yeah. I know I'm wrong right now.
Like the guy who's beating you with a whip, he's like, no, you don't understand. There's like energies. You're just like fucking guy sitting at your desk and he's like, Dan, the toilet's not flushing.
How I think.
And he starts fucking smashing your balls. And you're like, could you not do that? And you're like, no, there's energies in the air. You got to understand the waveforms.
I'm saying. First of all, let me just say you're right.
Okay, all right.
I'm just explaining.
Hold on, I'm
my
coming.
emotion.
Oh fuck!
What if that was like out of camera? Just like I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
That's the last time I admit you're right.
That's right.
Yeah, unless it's my birthday. Yeah. No, here's what I'm talking about. It's like it's like energies in a way where it's like I think of it as negative energy.
I
where
understand.
It's like
somebody made you feel bad, and to feel better, you have to push that off on somebody else.
But the thing is, like, somebody fucked up, and it's part of their job, so it gets passed on, and it always feels like it stops at me. You know what I mean?
Because you don't.
It's
take
like
it out
a bunch
on
of
people.
shitty. Yeah.
You just take it. You don't dish it
and
out.
I'm just gonna sit here and wait in traffic, and like, oh, this is the one. And that energy was like, well, you know what? It's not ending with me.
Yeah.
It's gonna end with the MTA worker, but it's not gonna end with the MTA worker. Because he's going to go to his boss and be like, I was abused.
No, wrong.
Completely today.
No, it's the same as customer service. They're fucking there, so you can yell at them, and then they're a shield against the people that are actually responsible for problems.
Well, my thing is that we got to break the shield.
You can't break the shield.
Okay, that's where I think that's where I'm wrong.
Bro, you think you're going to take down a corporation by yelling at customer service?
Yes. No. I'm talking about like
you're going to psychologically break them?
What?
You're going after the wrong people.
Do you know what my dream? This is my dream.
Okay, let's hear your
is
dream.
that it gets to the.
I have 6 arms.
I'm
Each one has an ice cream cone.
and there's no MTA. And that's my solution.
And when I need to go anywhere, I fly. Yeah, exactly.
Man, no. Here's my fucked up dream is that actually like the negative energy leads to. This is so fucked up to say.
Cancer.
No.
Ulcers.
No, violence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that there's like actually MTA workers like getting hurt,
If you
and then the boss is like, "Oh, we got it, and we have no choice but to make a change."
Yeah.
Because there's like the shield, like the friction between the people and the shield I have to protect them from me
Yeah.
is too much, and it's gonna crack. And it's cracking.
This is such a deep misunderstanding of how the world works.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what happens?
It's a fantasy.
Do you know what happens?
It's a draconian fantasy.
Okay. Do you know what happens if people start attacking MTA workers?
The police.
The police are there, and
Yeah.
then the police just beat the shit out of people and kill them, and then that's your fantasy.
That's why.
And that's your fantasy, and then that's it.
why I got 6 arms. I'll fight them away.
And then they have to raise the fares because they're like, listen, these cops got to eat.
Yeah.
They're like, there's an extra cop fee.
Again, this is a fantasy.
Yeah. What's your phone is fucking up? What's it saying now? What's it? Read it out loud, please. We're on air.
EOS but does not appear to be connected to the internet. Do you want to use cellular data? Do I need to use cellular data?
I don't know. Are you on Bluetooth?
We're on Bluetooth.
If you're on Bluetooth, you don't need to use cellular data.
Okay, so that was just and
it's
it
just
says
telling you like because you've been on for a while. It's probably saying
you're
wasting energy and you could be on Wi-Fi.
Okay, yeah, and we're still rolling anyway.
Are we rolling?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We have a backup camera.
Yeah, this is the backup camera.
Real fucking.
By the way, I can't wait. I can't
scenes.
wait till people see this shitty episode.
What do you mean? This is the best one we've done so far.
No. I mean like visually, and it's like, and they see in the beginning that.
And also, if this is the shot, I'm fucking. It's the back of my head. You know?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think we get a fan base. We're like back of Santi's head.
Right.
Back, you have to perform from
Right.
like facing the not facing the people.
Yeah, that's right. Do you think when people go to Cardi B concerts, they don't recognize her when she's facing the stage? Like she has to show her ass, and they're like, "Oh, that's who we came to see." It's the same joke you made, but I made it.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I like the joke. Now.
People recognize Cardi B's face.
I get, you know what I'm talking about though, like
Yeah.
fucking Nicki Minaj. They're like, what? Who's
Yeah.
this woman with all this makeup? And then she turns around and they see her fat ass and they're like, holy shit, Nicki. And then she turns around to sing and they're like, where'd she go? Like her fans are so dumb.
Do you think, or it's like,
where's fucking Nicki Minaj?
I just found out I was dating Nicki Minaj for 6 months. Isn't
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
I finally looked up. It was a celebrity.
Yeah, looked up.
Yeah. Because they're just staring at her tits and ass the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah.
No, but okay, sure.
Yeah.
It would be more like you finally look down at her ass and you're like, oh, that's Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Then
just-
you get her ass to sign something.
Yeah. Oh, the whole time she told me she was Nicki and she was, playing sold out shows. I didn't put it together.
Have you seen the pictures of her post butt implants?
Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
She's had a huge ass forever.
Yeah, no,
Post or pre?
Yeah, I'm sorry, pre. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry. The opposite of what I said. You need to learn how to read me more. Okay. Sometimes I mean the opposite.
Half the time that we have conversations, I have to just stop and be like, did he mean the exact opposite of that? And then I'm like, hey Dan, did you mean the exact opposite? And you're like, well, yes, of course. Why?
Like, hey Dan, did you mean I hate you? I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I
exactly.
don't love you.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah.
It's I love you written in blood all over my kitchen.
You're like,
and I'm
"Did you
like,
mean
Dan, I think you might have made a mistake here.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm sorry, I get things mixed up.
Dyslexia.
Oh fuck, this is my mom's blood.
Yeah.
You killed your own mother.
Man.
No, it's not Mother's Day, so
Yeah, not appropriate.
not appropriate.
Yeah.
I do wonder if your dad is gonna find me and kill me.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we make a lot of jokes about fucking your mom. So
We do not. First of all, no, we don't.
there's hours of it.
I can't wait till there's the best of compilation.
Yeah.
The best of fucking Dan's mom.
Yeah. So I mean, people by now probably know I'm
Chosen by my mom.
I'm an extremely paranoid guy. Oh, we should do a reaction video where your mom's like, I am actually into that.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is bad. It's a reaction video to my.
Your mom brought a turkey baster to the reaction
Yeah.
video. She's like, I actually Keep
So
one
we
of
got to
these.
fix the sound. There's a buzzing in the background of this reaction video. She's like,
Right.
oh no, that's the real sound.
yeah, exactly. It's a vibrator.
Yeah.
That's your mom.
Yeah, that's exact. That was the joke.
That's your mom vacuuming.
Yeah. She's vacuuming as we listens to
Yeah.
stories about how we don't have that many things about fucking my mom.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting across from you
Also,
and I'm thinking about like, is this something I can say to Dan? You forget that you're talking about some guy's wife. You know what I'm saying? Right,
yeah. The thing is,
that I'll probably meet
our
at,
jokes about
at
fucking
your funeral.
Yeah, our
you know,
jokes about
next
fucking
week.
my mom is like they're so theoretical that they're just mom fucking jokes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I used to make.
And
There
then
was
we
this,
say her
there's the-
name
yeah.
so that people know and her
yeah.
address.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not like she's like any
pussy
of it's.
size.
Yeah, but is that pussy? Yeah. I don't know, what's a good pussy size?
Extra small.
Extra small.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then it's making fun of your dad too.
Yeah. Micro penis.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, micro penis size.
Oh, you always hear about micro penis. You never hear about micro pussy.
Yeah, because there's never a complaint.
Well, of course there is.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it in.
Yeah. You're like, hey, actually, do you have maybe
here's what I'm saying about the jokes that
Baby
we do
carrot we could
about
use.
fucking my mom.
you maybe have a
Yeah,
what's a very maybe have a pencil. I don't know.
yeah. A pin.
Yeah, but it's gotta be soft. Something. Oh, what? Mini bananas.
It's like an actual penis size, right? Or- I gotta go. You hear a gunshot in the background. Credits play. Enjoy that one. Here's the thing about the jokes we make about
I
fucking
like the worst
my
jokes,
mom.
by the way.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
liked the good ones.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
rewatched the tapes of this, and I'm like, wow, I fucking missed all the good ones.
Yeah.
They're stock fucking your mom jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not personal to your mom.
Yeah.
Even though the topic is your mom.
Okay, so
and we
it's
say her
yeah,
name.
yeah. So it's got to be someone's mom, and who cares if it's mine because none of that stuff happened. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
As far as you know.
Yeah. So I swear to God, if you actually did the things that happened in all the jokes, I will be mad. I will be like, not cool. Yeah. But it's like it's almost like
If I got your mom pregnant and she had another Dan, you'd
yeah.
be upset.
yeah, I'd be
Mostly
very
'cause-
pissed off. Remember our friend Paul? Like,
Yeah.
And I said that like he's dead. Rest in peace, Paul.
No, he's just old as shit.
Yeah, he's just old as shit. But he had a girlfriend. Like
Yeah.
I heard, like he was like 39 and his girlfriend was like 21.
He dated younger.
Yeah. So it's not like I was making fun of him for fucking kids. He wasn't.
No.
But he was the vessel in which my pedophilia jokes flowed through.
Right.
And he understood that
He was
after
the
a while.
closest that you had to a pedophile.
Yeah.
He was our closest approximation.
Yeah.
So we all made fun of him for being a pedophile, but he would get very upset about it.
Yeah. Well, because then we later found out that he actually was doing that stuff.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah. He had his little own island in Berlin.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Little St. Paul.
Yeah. Little St. Paul. Epstein Jr.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What were we talking about? We were on a topic. We were talking about traffic.
We're talking about traffic,
like
and,
traffic.
and how it's my fantasy
Yeah.
to abuse MTA workers
right,
until
'cause,
there's real change in the
This
world.
is the thing, because you have a fantasy that when fucking exploited people rise up, that in your case it's like people who ride the MTA, when they rise up against the evil MTA, they're gonna win, and it's not just that they're gonna get slaughtered, and then they're gonna be like, listen, that's what the fucking train is. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with it or fucking die.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what our society is.
Yeah.
You don't like the fucking train, you can die. That's
Yeah.
it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's some porn in the meantime.
Yeah. So that's what you don't like about traffic is there's no fantasy where you can murder a worker because it's other individuals who are atomized like you. There's no
Yeah.
entity that you can.
Yeah, exactly. There's no.
You could fucking get mad at the city for not having wider roads.
Oh no
more lanes.
no! I had a fantasy coming on the way here.
Yeah.
Where Bill De Blasio was like
17-lane
yeah,
highway. And then I've got my 6 arms.
No.
Goosh.
It's all violent revenge stuff when I'm
Yeah.
stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
So it's literally like Bill De Blasio was like, Dan, you're such a famous, awesome comedian. Would you do a charity event for me? You know. And then I'm driving.
That is fucking fantasy I've heard in my life.
I'm driving in from
Dan,
Jersey.
you're so cool.
Yeah.
Dan, we've all decided that you're so cool that we want you to.
I'm
yeah.
driving in
Yeah.
from Jersey.
Uh-huh.
You know, I wait 2.5 hours of traffic.
Uh-huh.
As
Oh,
soon
and
as-
the charity event is ruined because you can't make it.
No, it's not. And I
no?
go there, and
Yeah.
they're all waiting for me.
Yeah. Hold on.
Open the door, and then I go, fuck all you people.
Yeah.
Fuck you, charity, you rich motherfuckers. You have no idea what it's actually like living in this city. You're fucking awful garbage. You're all gonna rot in hell. And then Bill goes, Dan, calm down. And then I push him off the stage and I walk out. But I push him off the stage and he really hurts himself. Like he's like, oh, fuck, I landed on a fork, and it's like in him. You know?
Your fantasies are sad.
Really? Well, it's a fantasy. I'm not gonna do it.
No, it's just so.
I will accept that invitation, and yeah.
It's tame. It's tame. You're like, I'm gonna find the guy who did this, and I'm gonna push him. That's your fantasy.
No. It's more. It's like in the newspaper the next day, and it's like the post, like De Blasio, boo boo, bang bang, bye.
Stick a fork in it.
Yeah. Stick a fork in it, or
Right.
yeah.
Stick a fork in it, De Blasio.
Yeah. You know, so yeah.
You don't have a fucking fantasy like Joker or something where you just shoot him on national television and then everybody learns a lesson? You know, like a real fucking fantasy?
I've actually never seen Joker because I'm gonna be like, oh,
It's about a comedian.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's a comedian stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
I'm waiting in traffic. I'm like putting makeup on. I was
Right.
like, can't wait till I get out of this fucking car.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a common thing is I am the Joker, right?
Yeah. Well,
Right. Or what? I will become the Joker. What's the fucking phrase for it?
I've never seen Joker, but they're making a Joker too.
Yeah. It's just about him going back to clown school.
Yeah. He gets his shit together. He joins Jackass. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Joker out of context.
Yeah.
Joker just in different things. He just gets a job and gets his life together.
He
and
marries
gets
that.
like a girlfriend.
He marries that black girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have a kid.
She has a kid already.
No, I've never seen the movie.
Yeah. But then she has so then they have a mixed child and they have like a black child, and then the black child resents her white father for being like she's super woke.
Yeah.
And she's calling him the oppressor, and meanwhile he's working like a shitty minimum wage job to try and support them, and he's like, I just don't fucking I everybody hates me.
Yeah, he's like, well, maybe we should take the makeup off. Yeah. We know who you are. We saw the
Right.
first one. Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, he kills a bunch of people in the first one, then he just I don't know, he just goes like, sorry, and everyone's like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's cool.
It's hard for me to talk about this because I've not seen one scene.
Yeah. Not one?
I've seen the stair dancing thing.
Wow.
Yeah, on YouTube. But that's it.
There's one very good scene.
Is it a
that you
good
should
movie?
watch. Not really. It was like 2.5 hours
I hated
long.
the people who said it was deep.
No, it certainly wasn't. The last like 30, 45 minutes were great.
Okay.
But it's 2.5 hours long.
All right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm gonna see it now because of that recommendation.
Just watch it. It's just there's certain things you watch because they're culturally relevant. It's like being like, what's the deal with Star Wars? It's like, I don't know, man. It's probably the most referenced film of all time.
Yeah, that's the problem with. That's why I've never seen any of the Harry Potters.
Really?
I got no idea what's going on there.
Have you read the books?
No.
Who was it?
I can't read for the last time.
Really?
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody who was reading the Harry Potter books and was like, yeah, man, these fucking slap. I forgot who it was.
Well, someone who says slap.
Yeah. I don't know. All right.
I'm going to do a quick reset, all right?
Sure. Go for it. Oh, yeah, the fucking camera. Go ahead.
Do you want to explain it real
Go
quick
ahead.
so we
Just
can explain
do it.
the edits?
Just do it. Just do it. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, I just came so much.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
fuck. That was great.
Oh, it's in my eyes. It
holy
burns,
shit.
man.
Oh, you didn't start the video yet, did you?
Oh, no.
Good.
No.
I don't want
Okay, hold
anyone
on.
to see that.
Okay, let me start it now.
Okay, start it now.
All right,
Hey,
okay.
and we're back, and
And
we
we're
were
back.
just doing some reporting.
I wasn't sucking his dick.
No,
What are you talking about?
We were doing reporting, and
Yeah.
we were writing jokes.
Yeah, excuse me.
What?
There we go.
What's up with traffic?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do you want to explain the edit?
No, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Fuck it.
There's a 30-minute thing on that. I fucked up the
I
tech
didn't mean
today.
I want you to explain the edit.
Oh, no, I was
I
like-
meant it doesn't matter.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we have to stop the camera every 30 minutes.
Yeah, I fucked up.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. What kind of floss do you use? I know you don't floss.
I floss now.
What kind of floss are you buying?
It's very.
I don't know if you guys know this about Dan. He's very cheap. Dan is
I am cheap.
very cheap.
I'm working on not being cheap.
I'll be like, hey, Dan, we need this $10 thing that's going to make our lives massively easier. And he's like, Maybe we can buy the $2 one that'll be a piece of shit and make our lives significantly harder. That's every fucking thing.
That's a reduction of what I'm like. And I've gotten better. Come on, man.
All right.
First of all, admit I've gotten better.
I don't know. I can't admit that. I can't admit that. I cannot admit that. I can't admit that you've gotten better about that.
Why?
Because I don't know that that's true. I can't lie to these people. All right?
I have gotten so
much better. They rely on me for the truth, for the information. They rely on me for how to process the world.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
okay?
Yeah.
I
I've gotten
couldn't lie.
significantly better.
No, Dan.
With being cheap.
I don't care how much you blow me off screen.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. That didn't happen.
Yeah. I've gotten better with that.
Somebody did send me a video on Pornhub of a crackhead in the New York subway blowing somebody. Getting blown. It was very depressing. It was two guys. And then
Of course it was two guys.
the MTA workers are like, we're calling the police. And they look around and they just get back to it. They don't care.
Yeah.
Because
what are the police going to do? Hey!
well, I mean, they'll fucking arrest you.
But you just pepper sprayed the, like, where the dick meets the mouth? Or, like, you have to...
No, you call the police and they show up with their pants down. They're like, we heard there was a guy blowing... We heard there was a toothless crackhead blowing people in the subway.
Do you think they have, like, a special tool, like the jaws of life, to,
What do you mean?
like to get the mouth off the... Like, it's so... Like, the suction is so hard. You
Oh.
know, that they're like, how do we get these two apart even?
You're imagining a world where the police stop this activity.
Like, they
as opposed
physically
to
stop a blowjob from happening.
Right. No, a guy's getting blown in the subway, a crackhead's blowing another guy in the subway, and they call the police, and the police start fucking the guy in the ass.
Yeah.
They're like, holy shit, it's wabbit season.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They're going to town.
The more people you... Okay, we'll call the fire department.
Yeah.
The fire department comes. They just
Exactly.
start fucking them.
Just
It's like...
just a
It becomes
giant
like a
fucking gay
municipal orgy where it's like, all right, the mayor's got to check it out.
Right,
It
exactly.
just mayor comes on the whole thing.
Meanwhile, that's why there's delays on the subway, is because there's just so many cops and firemen fucking and sucking each other
Yeah.
that it stops the trains.
yeah,
and
it just goes over onto the track.
those are the one people the train is not allowed to run over because they'll actually just shoot the fucking
Ladies and gentlemen, we're
conductors.
going to please delay. We got cum on the track again.
Yeah, exactly.
More cum on the track. Yeah. it works. Fucks with the brakes. Yeah. Yeah.
Stand clear of the rivers of cum.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, what did he say? There's cum on the track. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
late.
some foreigner. We're like, come on the tracks.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyways, I feel like we can't finish a thought. Do you get that?
No, that's what makes the podcast so great.
I can't.
I don't know why that's funny. That laugh is so long I'm gonna have to edit it.
No. Your girlfriend's like, Dan, you always come in like 2 seconds, and you're like, yeah, that's why it's good. It's like you don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't think of that as a thing that makes something great, but it's funny that you're very positive.
Yeah,
I will give you
incoherent.
that. You're
Yeah.
very positive about everything.
I'm cheap and positive.
Your
Is that what
life,
you're saying?
you're fucking dirt cheap, and your life is on fire. And you're like, I just got a fucking set at an outdoor show, like at a bus stop. I'm doing 6 minutes at a bus stop.
My life isn't on fire.
No, your life is fine right now, but it has been. I've known you at times when your life has been absolute, and also you haven't fucking filed for unemployment, which is psychotic. You could be getting thousands of dollars in back unemployment.
All right. Okay.
All right, we're not going to go into it. My point
Yes.
is, you're cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. And I ran out of floss this week.
Okay. That's what we were talking about.
All right,
You said,
so-
what type of floss do I use?
Well, I'll tell you. Quick backstory. Dan didn't floss for years,
Yes.
and then it had a cavity.
You're looking into the camera like Your Honor.
Yeah. I realized in the other ones it was too much profile.
Yeah.
So
I am pleading guilty to not flossing.
Yeah. All right. So Dan didn't fucking floss. He got a cavity. He had to pay $500 to get his tooth replaced.
Mm-hmm. Did I complain about the price? I said, actually,
that's your proof that you're not cheap. Is you're like, well, did I complain when I had to replace the tooth in my face?
what? No, but I'm saying I said $500. Not bad for not flossing for 2 years.
It's the reverse. That's a ridiculous way to spend your money.
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
mean, it's bad, but I'm saying as far as me not being cheap. Anyway, you ran out of floss. We're gonna stay on topic
Okay,
because
so
even though it's our weak point.
You're like, listen, I don't tip, but I do pay for teeth.
Yeah.
When I lose a tooth, I do get a replace. So who's really cheap?
Yeah, but I'm saying 500 is expensive, and I was like, oh, not bad, I'll do it.
Because you had no choice. What choice did you have?
I can walk around with no tooth.
Right.
Comics have done that before.
Right. No, that's because they fucked this one up, and you need a surgery to replace it. It's because it snapped off. Yours was removed because it was, or you just had a cavity filled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, whatever.
Okay. Anyway, floss.
Anyways, you couldn't have not dealt with it. You didn't have the option.
Yes.
You would have to either have the tooth removed or you would be in constant pain.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, fuck. Where were we?
You don't have floss.
Oh, that's right. You're cheap. So here we are. Okay, so I got floss, and I ran out of floss. And I went to the store to buy floss, and I realized the floss I buy is $8 for 2. It's very expensive.
Why? What floss is this?
But I know. But when I ran out of floss, I was using my backup floss, which is the cheap floss.
Yeah.
Which is like $1, $2,
Yeah.
and that shit. It destroys your gums. It's just way too thick. It's way too hard. It's like a monster cock. It's like you're a little virgin and it's a monster cock. You know?
I'm not following you.
Here's my point. The floss that I get, it's like the perfect size cock.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like with lube. It's like a much thinner, finer, waxed floss that doesn't hurt at all going in, and so that way flossing doesn't hurt at all.
See, granted, I've been flossing.
So my theory is that you've been being cheap and buying the monster cock floss, and it hurts so much that then you just don't floss. Whereas I've been springing for the nice floss, and then that's why I have all my teeth.
First of all, it needs to be said, I love the pain I get. It's like some of my favorite pain.
No.
Is like not flossing for a while and then just having that bloody mess that you deserve, and it like stings, and afterwards you like brush out and it's like you can almost feel like a pulse in your gums. That's how fucking bloody they are. It's like that's a great pain. That feels that's a hurts. That's like it's like the same pain. I think I talked to you about this.
We've literally had this conversation. It's like cutting. Yeah, it's self-harm.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need therapy beyond that. I mean, given the MTA discussion, but we'll get to that in a minute. My point is, why did you not floss? Like, what? Here's my point. What floss do you buy?
It's green.
And
it's like old school floss. It's like
it's thick. It's pretty thick.
Yeah. It's thick and flat. It's covered in wax.
Yeah.
And
is it Reach?
I think so.
It's a big white.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the cheapest one that they sell.
Okay. I don't know. What's in my cabinet.
And it wrecks your fucking gums.
What?
It's a nightmare on your fucking gums.
I fucking love it, man. I deserve it.
No.
I've been a bad boy, and I deserve bloody gums.
Dan goes to a dominatrix and makes her floss his teeth.
Yeah.
And she's like, "This is too gross. I quit. This is too sad."
She was like, "When's the last time you did? You should come here more often."
Yeah. Exactly. She starts shaming you. You're getting off on it. You're like, "Oh fuck yeah."
I go to the dentist. He's like, "What did I say? I at least once a day go to the dominatrix to get your teeth flossed."
Right. Exactly. Right.
But she whips me too. You know?
Yeah. That's a thing, by the way. People who are into like medical kink, like syringes, like people will put like saline, like basically like a solution that does nothing, and then inject each other with it, and like getting off on like
Ew, that's like
the idea of like medical procedure, or using like a speculum to open someone's pussy, and like all these other medical devices.
That I've seen. I saw a porn
forcing open someone's mouth.
I saw this weird porn where it was like after the dude like came in her, they were like, "Let's look at the cum inside," and they brought like the speculum, like opened it up, and I'm like, "What is?
Yeah.
This is who is this for?"
Yeah.
And it was like. You do 45 minutes of normal porn, and at the very end you bring out this fucking weird medical shit.
It's
where it's like, oh, and they had like a camera scope, and it was like and it was like all of a sudden it turned into the very end of the porn. There was like a medical thing of what cum looks like in a pussy,
right?
And just like, what is?
That's great. Did you see Avengers?
What's that? The ending of Avengers?
Yeah. Well, no,
they save the world and then just open up someone's pussy. And
they have the movie, and then the credits roll, and then after the credits, they have an after credits like bonus scene for the people who know to stick around, and it's like the Avengers eating hot dogs, right? So that's the bonus scene in the porn.
Oh,
it's like listen, if you just fucking jerk off and use it for whatever, fine. But
Yeah.
if you're fucking hardcore and you stick around, you get to see the good parts.
Yeah.
You get to go see proof that I think it's just proof that there's cum in the pussy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I believed it. And even and even if I didn't believe it, yeah. It's also fake cum is pretty hard to spot. Easy to spot, I mean.
Is
you
it?
know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I get 10 out of 10 every time I take that quiz.
Really?
What?
How do you spot fake cum?
It's uniform. It's completely. It looks like glue. It looks like uniform glue. There's no variation in it. Like some parts are clear, some parts are white. You know, there's this kind of like cottage cheese-ness weird thing to it on the inside.
You've been watching cheap porn, haven't you?
Yeah,
You've been trying to save money on porn.
Yeah.
Just like
guys can't afford real cum. Is what you're saying?
Exactly. You watch porn that's so cheap that somehow, I mean, it doesn't make sense because porn is free. But yeah, you watch porn that's so cheap, so cheaply made in Romania or whatever that they have to use like curdled goat's milk for cum.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use goat cum? He's like, no, that's for other. Yeah. We eat
He's
that.
like, what am I supposed to have for breakfast?
Yeah. I don't know because there'd be nothing in my omelet.
What do you want me to put in my granola?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I would like to expand beyond just constantly talking about sex, but unfortunately, that's all I brought today.
Okay. I
sex
thought you were about to
stories.
criticize me, and they're like, but we're not. So here we go.
No. Okay, so I looked up that the condom, just the tip condom. It's called Galactic Cap.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It is actually a sticker. It's like a strong adhesive that you have to stop and stick it on your penis, and it covers the head of it, and then there's like a little reservoir for cum along the bottom of your cock so that you ejaculate into it. But it's like a strong adhesive, and you can't remove it. You need to use baby oil to remove it. So that's the first part of that condom. It's like a full-on sticker you have to put on.
Okay, so first of all, I'd rather have a baby.
Right. Well, here's the other thing. You're in luck because it
10% effective.
No. 15 to 18% failure rate.
That's high. Yeah.
Condoms are having like a 1% failure rate.
Yeah.
Standard condoms. So it's at that point it's like you're just complicating pulling out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, what do you think the odds are if you just bust in someone that you have a kid? Maybe 1 in 5.
Yeah.
Right? So it's almost like you're selling nothing.
First of all, it's way less than 1 in 5.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to get you pregnant, you know.
Right.
But yeah,
someone
that's
who doesn't understand statistics, you're like, well, you're only the third girl I've come in.
Yeah.
So you should be fine. You know?
But no, don't worry. I said the word condom before I came. Yeah. All you got to do is say it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even work. Yeah.
No, it's cool. I pulled out this
Bro,
morning.
could you imagine telling a girl, like, hey, I have a condom. It works 4 out of 5 times?
Yeah.
What are you doing at that point?
Well,
So they have a
first of all, if she was like, "Oh, I'm fine with that," and you're like, "I'm just going to use a condom." Yeah,
right,
yeah.
exactly. It's basically like fucking raw with a sticker over your penis.
Yeah.
But then the other part of it is, so it says this on the website. I had to dig around to find it. And they had a Kickstarter. So they started out as a Kickstarter, like, what about a revolutionary new way? When they're like, the problem is the condom covers the penis, and so what if it didn't? It's like, well, if it doesn't, then you get pregnant. Isn't that fucking what we've discovered? But the funnier thing is that on the website, all the reviews are like, feels way better.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
It's just like, of course, you created a condom that isn't a condom and doesn't work.
Yeah. Also,
right?
I'm sure it's like this weird reservoir thing. I mean, it also kind of like, how do you not laugh while putting that on? Like, how do you stay? Like, it's one. Condoms are like part of as our culture now that when you're putting it on, it doesn't seem ridiculous.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You're not like, pfft,
yeah.
look at that fucking thing, you know.
Yeah.
Even like the whole like, you know, well, who am I kidding? You know, but even like that,
even the whole when you roll it down and then you stuff quarters into it to make your dick bigger,
yeah,
so she can feel something finally for once in her life.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you for that masterclass. By
Yeah,
the way.
exactly.
Yeah.
You feel
Hi, I'm Santiago, and this is my masterclass.
Curdled goat milk because you know that you can't come.
What was
a
I
guy
saying?
gets caught. he's got like a tube of curdled goat milk
Yeah.
going behind his ass into the condom so he can pretend to come and really impress the girl. He's gonna be like, this is it. She's gonna be so full of cum that she's gonna think
my
I'm so
cum pouch.
fertile.
Yeah.
So he's fucking her from behind. He's like, oh, I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
And he's just blowing it, and then she turns around. She's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know.
Meanwhile, she's like, "This is curdled goat's milk." Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm just saying, like, putting the condom on is like but to put that fucking contraption on.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's ridiculous. Because
first of all,
it's a different action. It's a different motion. It's not like you don't know what you're doing. You have to relearn.
Also,
how to do it.
it's also like, if it also requires a conversation. If we're in the middle of fucking, or if we're about to have sex, and I take out a condom wrapper,
If you take out a sticker and put a sticker on your penis, and you're like, "We're good to go," she's like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah,
you
it's
just put a
like-
fucking sticker on your cock."
Yeah, I was like, this is a huge, long conversation, and also requires me to do research.
I got vaccinated.
Yeah. I voted.
Yeah, exactly. I voted.
Open my cock.
Meanwhile, she's a Democrat, and she's like, "Yeah, that works."
Yeah,
You know?
she was like, "Don't worry, baby, it's all good. I voted."
Yeah. Who'd you vote for, though?
Yeah.
Right. Hillary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. And the other thing is,
So would you use it?
no, because my main goal when having sex is not to have a child. This is my number one goal.
Yeah.
My second goal is to have fun, but my first goal is to not have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you could say like
That's my.
so if you have a bad time and you don't have a kid, it's still a successful night.
Well, it's better than having a great time and having a kid.
Yeah, but those are where the great times come from.
What?
Getting chicks pregnant.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Take it from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have little Dans running around.
And that's somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Berlin and wherever my travels.
Right.
Can you imagine that somewhere in Germany? There's like just some German woman and was like that fucking Hebe. Yeah.
Right.
Skip town.
What did you do as a kid? What were you like as a child?
Whoa,
I'm trying to imagine what little Dans would be doing.
They're
They're like, "Hey Dan, do you want to play? Willst du Football spielen?" And
Yeah.
you're like, "I want to play piano."
No, it wasn't like that. I was like, look at the bugs under this rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd be like, whoa, look at the bugs under this rock, and then I would like collect them and like put them in jars. And
Like,
I'd be
I
like,
wish I could hide under a rock.
Yeah. Kind of got it. Yeah. But I was like a little autistic kid, like in the woods, like looking at like worms and like nature and stuff. I was a big nature guy. I like to like go to streams and like look at like fish and frogs and stuff.
Your childhood sounds like Calvin and Hobbes. Are you sure you're not just remembering a Calvin and Hobbes cartoon?
It was very Calvin and
you
Hobbes.
had a stuffed tiger that came to life, and you interact with it, and you were a spaceman.
Yeah, and I loved pissing on Chevys.
That's so funny that Calvin. It's almost like it's a very spiritual cartoon in a lot of ways.
Oh, it's a great cartoon. Yeah.
No, but it's not only it's not just meant to be funny. It's like about the philosophy of life.
Yeah, and how
and to enjoy things and how to appreciate the moment. And then they just took that and turned it into like, well, it's pissing on the Red Sox.
Yeah.
It's like, could you miss the point of something more? Right.
Meanwhile, I'm sure there's a cartoon of Calvin or Hobbes. Calvin pissing on Hobbes. Yeah.
Do you think they have like Jesus shitting on other religions? You know, like you completely miss the point of the Bible. Jesus like shitting on a Star of David.
You think there's you think there's
Jesus
a bumper
shitting on like a monk meditating?
You think
like, fuck yeah?
You think there's a bumper on the back of some truck of Jesus like shitting on like Buddha?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And like then you go to like you think there's a bumper sticker of Muhammad pissing on Jesus?
Well, if there is, that guy's in trouble because you're not supposed to have a picture of Muhammad.
Well, you don't know who drew it. Doesn't mean just because the guy who drew it is going to hell doesn't mean you can't use it as a bumper sticker.
No, but if fucking Muslims see it, they're not going to be very pleased with that car.
Okay, I won't take it out.
You're not allowed to draw a picture of Muhammad, but what if you drew him really hot? What if he's really sexy?
I'm saying,
though?
like, you can't even make it flattering.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, you're not supposed to see him.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that's the whole point. But yeah, basically somebody who completely misses the point of the text. I'm trying to think of other examples. It's like I'm a big Mother Teresa fan. And it's just like her flicking her bean and squirting all over like Joe Biden.
Yeah. No, she's like, how would you miss like being surrounded by people who are dying makes you feel good, you know?
What do you mean?
That's what Mother Teresa basically did.
Really?
Like how you would get it wrong? Because she would be taking care of people, and I'm like, sick people are all just enjoying being around people who are dying.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's why she's getting off on Joe Biden. She's like, this guy is so fucking close to being dead.
She's been gone for a while, dude.
Mother Teresa?
Yeah.
Who have I been fucking?
Oh, I don't know. Some it's like really. It's like a dead Mother Teresa.
It's Aunt Teresa.
Yeah.
It's just fucking Tracy Morgan in a fat suit.
Yeah.
Auntie Teresa.
Yeah. You've just been fucking one of Medea's characters.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, come on, put me in the film, Tyler.
I think Tyler Perry ever does that. He just goes out in fucking Medea costume and just gets fucked. Right? He just goes out to a club and finds a drunk guy and gets fucked while he's in the fat suit. Do you think Robin Williams he would go out in Mrs. Doubtfire costume and just blow guys?
He seems like he would. Yeah.
He's a method actor.
It's like we're ready to start filming. It's like, where's the part in the script where Mrs. Doubtfire starts sucking dick?
Yeah.
Like,
no, you have to get
that part out.
You have to get the director's cut.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you should say the word. No, I don't think that's a word you should be able to say.
But how come you get to say it?
Oh yeah, I got to pass.
Oh, you got to pass?
Yeah,
really?
I got a Latino pass.
Really? For that one? For that word?
Yeah.
But that's the worst one.
Yeah.
And just to go up to someone's face and just scream it at them.
Well,
full volume. And then I was like, hey man, that's not cool. But it's like, well, he is one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Not cool, man.
Oh fuck! The cameras are back on.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Fuck.
Okay, I was just about to blow you, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Oh fuck! Where were we? Any idea? I don't know how it's. I don't know how people. Do you get this? I mean, I guess this is an old fucking joke. I think Jerry Seinfeld told it, but it's just like, this is what I do for fun, I guess. But then I'll walk past people on a Saturday night, like a group of 8 people dressed up at a restaurant, out to dinner.
Yeah,
and it's clearly like, this is like yesterday.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
And
yeah.
we saw people in line for a speakeasy and they were dressed up and we were like, why are you in line for a bar?
First of all,
and they were like, it's a speakeasy. And one guy was like, I've been in line for 2 hours. And then it's like, you see these people and it's like, wow, your life is nothing, huh? There's fucking nothing to it.
But when he said that, as soon as he said that, he came to as it came out of his mouth, he realized what an ass he was, actually. And then the other people were around him were like, oh, this is going to take 2 hours? Is that what you're saying? Like, everyone kind of realized that he was an idiot. Like, when the word 2 hours came out of his mouth.
So
we walked away. We were like, oh, we're done. And we
Yeah.
walked away, and that guy, he knew we had a really bad opinion of him.
He felt like an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because what's funny is more that there was a group of people all waiting to go into this speakeasy, and then someone was just like, why? Or what are you doing? And they were like, oh, we're waiting to go to a speakeasy and it's been 2 hours. And then we just looked at them and then everyone was like, you're right. That is a very stupid way to spend our time.
Yeah,
you just needed one tiny little push of like, why the fuck would you be doing this with your life?
Hey, do you guys ever consider the fact that you might be an idiot? And they were all like,
oh, fuck.
Yeah, we're dumb.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's go to an open mic.
Right.
Like,
and then
they
get up to move and they all just hit their heads like in the Three Stooges. I'm tired of being a fucking idiot. Yeah, let's fucking bonk.
Yeah.
No, but not even that, because that's another thing. That's like you didn't get in, but it's more of like I'll see like groups of like. First of all, I don't trust people who have more than one friend. I'm friends with 1 or 2 people individually at a time, but people who have like a group of 8 friends, that's bullshit to me. You can't have real conversations with 8 people.
No, I understand what you're saying.
The conversation level sinks to the absolute lowest denominator.
What happens? What a good hang with 8 people is 8
Clusters.
people, and then no more than groups of 2 or 3 actually having a conversation.
Right, but that's people who actually know each other. All right, so it's like, let's say, I don't fucking know, but like I would never. I don't know. Maybe it says more about me socially than anything else, but like I like to go and hang out with people one-on-one. And then we have an interesting conversation the whole time about things we both care about.
Yes.
I don't like you're in a group and some guy starts being like, did you see this thing? And now you're all talking about this and then you have to kind of be rude. Anyways, when I see fucking 8 people dressed up on a Saturday night at a restaurant and they're getting tons of drinks, it's clearly like, this is what you fucking do with your life? This is what you do with your time?
It's a shitty way to have fun.
No, it's just like, it's disgusting to me. It's like, I guess it's maybe if you feel like your job somehow contributes to society, or if you get some sort of fulfillment from it, but it's like, I don't know, man. It just feels very, very boring and empty.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
that's why they're doing that.
Maybe.
You know,
On the other hand, maybe they're probably leading better lives, right?
on paper.
What do you mean on paper?
Well, yeah, I guess they're leading better lives.
and also
yeah.
in life.
Yeah, in life. Yeah.
Also off paper.
Yeah. No, I but the thing is, it's like, as soon as you started talking to them,
Yeah.
like I knew that, first of all, I knew you started talking to them because you were like, let me start hating these people right now. Because
No.
we passed them twice.
We're talking about different people. I'm talking about people at dinner, but you're talking about the speakeasy people.
I'm talking about speakeasy people.
Sure.
Yeah. And you passed them twice, and as soon as you went up to them, you're like, you were like, what are you doing? It's like, you're like, what stupid thing would cause you to wait outside like this for at least an hour and a half? Because it was a long distance, but you know,
Right.
there was like a couple hours had passed since we passed them for the second time. So you're like, what's the reason? And then it was been like, there could have been like 2 of 3 things that would have been acceptable for you.
They were like, we're waiting for medical treatment.
Yeah, like medical treatment,
Or,
some food.
Right.
Yeah, and that's acceptable. Anything else? But I agree that it's dumb to wait in line for a speakeasy.
Well, it's just a fucking bar. You're on the Lower East Side. There's a million fucking bars.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, that one has cocktails I like. You know?
Yeah. Well, you know, you're going to spend $70 on 2 of them, and you waited 2 hours to get in, and that was your life. But you got to kill time before you die.
I guess that's it. That's what
know?
it just feels like. It's people just fucking killing time, and it's like,
Meanwhile, and then we walked around the street, and they were like, "What are you doing?" Because we had all those chairs, and we're like doing a comedy show, you know?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's the same thing, except it's part of a dream.
You know the Seinfeld story? Right?
No.
It's like a band is on tour, and their tour bus breaks down, and it's Christmas, and they have to plod through the snow with their instruments. Like, we're talking like an orchestra.
Yeah.
And then as they're plodding through the snow, their shoes are getting wet. Their pants are getting wet. Their dress shoes, they're not made for the snow.
Yeah.
They pass through the house and they see a family having Christmas dinner, and like the cellist turns to the tuba player and he goes, "Can you believe some people live like this?" Right? Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should have Jerry on. I think it might get us some clicks.
What's the deal? His whole fucking vibe is that he's just kind of like cynical and dislikes everything, right?
That's it. That's pretty much it.
That's,
He's a dick.
Yeah.
But it's great because apparently he's never not been a dick. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
He
well,
seems
he's
like a
very
guy
wealthy fucking guy.
He seems like a guy unchanged by wealth.
That's not a good argument. Just because you were a piece of shit to start out with doesn't mean that, like, well, he stayed true to his roots.
Yeah.
He's still the piece of shit.
I have more respect for that than someone who becomes a piece of shit.
Obviously, the point is that you don't want to be a piece of shit. You know? The point is, like, wouldn't it be nice to just not be a piece of shit at some point?
No.
Okay.
No. If you've always been a piece of shit, then you get more. You get more credit.
So you like people who were always pieces of shit rather than people who became pieces of shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
What a stance. What a bold stance here.
Yeah, I mean, then I prefer not piece of shit.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
What if someone was a piece of shit and they got famous and then they became not a piece of shit?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's never happened. Yeah.
Yeah. You have interesting scenarios in your head
Yeah.
that you invent. Anyways, I don't think he would do our podcast.
Yeah.
It's funny how they're fucking layers to fame. I saw the Strokes.
Oh yeah, we were going to talk about this.
I
said, how was it? And you said save it for the podcast.
Yeah. It was very expensive, but it was good. It was a political rally, but like basically, so the Strokes.
What do you mean political rally?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
The Strokes. The last time they played New York, I think it was like Madison Square Garden, which is like capacity 17,000 or I don't know what. They only play huge shows now because they're so big. This was at a 1,000 person venue or 1,200. Tickets were $125 or $250, depending on the tier. VIP was $250, and they were doing it to raise money for a mayoral candidate, Maya Wiley, right?
Yeah.
So I fucking whatever. I wanted to go. It was super sold out, impossible to get a ticket. I just showed up. So I showed up at the line and I got a ticket at the line. I paid face value for a ticket. That's all I'm gonna say. But beforehand, the night before, I posted they don't even make Facebook events anymore, but it's just like a picture. They just post a picture, but I posted on all the picture. First off, it was a fully vaccinated concert. You needed a vaccine.
Yeah.
And on Facebook, obviously, you open it on Facebook and it's just 3,000 people being like, fuck you. You people are sheep. You people are slaves to the system. Against the vaccines. And I'm just like, everyone's like, fuck you. We used to love you, the Strokes. You're fucking pieces of shit. And then I'm just like, is anyone selling a ticket?
Yeah. Oh, really? So I thought it would be mostly.
I posted on Facebook. I posted on Instagram. And so then I started getting a bunch of messages from like what I can only assume are scams because they all say like, okay, we can do the Ticketmaster transfer, but I need your email and your name, and then just send me the money, and I'll send
Prince
you
of
the
Nigeria
ticket.
has these tickets.
Yeah,
these stroke tickets.
I'll send you the ticket. But then it got to a point where I was like, well, how do I know the ticket's real? And then they all would send me a screenshot of the ticket.
Yeah,
but they had different screenshots because none of them had the actual ticket. They all had photoshopped tickets based on other tickets.
Oh, okay.
Some of them had the doors wrong or they didn't match or whatever else.
Yeah.
One of them, yeah. Anyways, so they had these fake tickets, and then I'd be like, I can't send you the money. You know, I was like, I'll go in with you. And they're like, no, I'm out of town. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, of course, they're always out of town.
Of course, right? Then they're like, okay, how about this? Send me half now. Once you get the ticket, send me the other half.
What is it? Yeah, it's like doesn't make a difference.
Right. Yeah, I know. And then they're like, listen, I trust you a little bit. You trust me. So anyways, that was the fucking scam that they were pulling there. But then I went to the line, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find
Give me
tickets.
$1 million.
Right.
No.
How about,
Give me 500,000.
how about half?
Yeah,
Let's
I
split
trust
the
you. You
difference.
just split the difference. Give me 500,000.
And then I went to the line, and I found a ticket instantly, like in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you paid face value.
I paid face value, yeah.
Okay. But I don't know why you're saying it that way.
I paid face value for the ticket.
Because
That's all I'm saying.
It is illegal for you to pay more than face value.
No. I did pay face value.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, I paid face value.
No.
And then you dropped like $1,000 on this.
No. That's what I'm trying to say is I did not drop a crazy amount of money on it. I spent more than I've ever spent on a concert, but yeah, I felt like it was worth it. But anyways, at the fucking show, John Mulaney opens, number one.
For the Strokes?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, John Mulaney opens. Get on the mic.
What?
And AOC is there.
What the fuck is this?
People are flipping out for AOC, and then Maya Wiley's giving speeches and shit like this.
Oh, I forgot it was a political thing. Yeah.
And you're just sitting there I'm just sitting there like gagging when they're like, we're going to take this city back.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. You're just being super cynical. I forgot it was a political event. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what fucking Mulaney's taking sides on the political thing?
I think he just likes the Strokes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he wasn't up there with like AOC, be like, we're gonna do it.
Well, what's funny is he's working on a bit about how he doesn't like the FBI and how they're pussies, and the crowd didn't like it.
Did he bomb?
No, you did great.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it was a full capacity vaccinated required. It was like packed,
Yeah.
like that type of concert. The concert itself was great. Politics or whatever. I mean, this the other thing is I'm looking at Julian Casablancas, the singer, right?
Yeah.
And he's up there, and apparently, like they always show up for like political rallies. I didn't
know they were political.
A little bit, but like they got super famous at like 20. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they were 20 and they became the biggest band in the world, right? And then it's kind of been downhill for them a little bit. Like they kind of coasted on that, and then after their first two albums, it's like nothing else was as good at that. And then they won Album of the Year this year with a Grammy or whatever. But they've just been super famous, and then in and out of rehab, and now I think Julian at least is sober. But then you look at his face, and it's like here's a guy who got handed, and they were already rich to begin with. Like a couple of the members met at like a Swiss boarding school for troubled youth.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're Swiss?
no, they're Americans.
Yeah.
So that's even more.
Oh, okay. Someone sent them to Switzerland?
Switzerland to like straighten out your kids.
Wow, that is
at,
so
like, One of
rich.
the, like at literally one of the most expensive boarding schools in the world.
Oh, this is like a bad neighborhood that you're living in. We're sending you to the widest
Geneva.
country. Yeah.
And
Just looking at countries with immigration policies, they're like, this seems like a good neighborhood.
Well, that's why they fucking. That's why people criticize the Strokes. Is they're like, it's like, come on, they're a bunch of rich kids who had all the fucking connections in the world. Are we still shooting?
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay. They had all the connections in the world. On the other hand, I don't know, man. They fucking wrote some great music, and it's so, I don't know. It's so trendy to like hate on them that it's very annoying and boring to me. When someone's like, oh, the Strokes, they're just a bunch of fucking rich kids. It's like, is the music good? It's the same way. It's like, I don't fucking give a shit about the person who made it. Is the music good?
Oh, so the same thing. So it's like the same thing with like Woody Allen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, are the movies good?
Yeah.
And
Do you like
sometimes
the
they're
fucking
not.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he should make a movie about a guy, a guy who marries his ex-wife's daughter. He's pitching the movie, and they're like, Woody, this is really creepy. And he's like, what are you talking about? This is perfectly normal.
Yeah, no, it's like a lot of them are kind of like that, though.
It's like everyone is doing this.
No, a lot of them
I
are
get
kind of
that
like
Manhattan
that.
is like he's dating a high schooler.
Yeah, he even did one with Larry David where
Whatever works.
I thought it was Get What You Can Get.
No, it's whatever works.
Oh,
What do you think? Get what you can get?
Or I thought it was like Get That Tiny Pussy. Is that what the name of it is?
Stepdaughter puss?
Yeah, Stepdaughter Puss.
Sloppy stepdaughter puss?
Yeah. Stepdaughter Puss 2. This is the first sequel he's ever made. I guess he has more to say in this genre.
Yeah, step it up.
Step it up.
What's that dance movie called?
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Step it up.
Step by Step?
Yeah, step.
What's the movie called? The cheerleading movie. You Got Served?
You Got Fucked by Woody Allen?
Right.
No, it's I was gonna say You Got Got. I think it might be You Got Served.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Step. Isn't there a movie called Step It Up? Anyways, right.
There was like we were talking about 2003, 2004 dance movies.
Right.
Yeah.
A movie called Stepsisters, and it's just about two stepsisters who get fucked by Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Played by John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Oh, Woody Allen does a mashup with the Wayans, and they play white girls, and they both get molested by Woody Allen.
What's it called?
I don't know, man.
Yeah. White Girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Woody Allen presents White Girls.
Woody Allen presents Asking for It.
Yeah.
The musical.
Woody Allen presents This Is What I Do Now.
Right, exactly. Oh, he just works with other, legendary directors. Right, and then just puts his
Roman Polanski and Woody Allen.
his magical Woody Allen twist on it. Yeah.
What is it about?
Roman Polanski and Woody Allen, they make a horror movie about a guy who can't fuck his stepdaughter.
Because she's possessed by the devil.
Right, exactly.
It's like, please, somebody, please.
We need a priest.
Cure
She's
my
crawling on the ceiling. How am I supposed to catch her?
Yeah, cure my daughter so I can
Right,
fuck her again.
exactly.
Yeah. This demon is very toothy. It's a very toothy demon. It's like I got pea soup on my dick.
Right. Exactly.
Oh man. I don't know. So the Strokes was good.
Yeah, the Strokes were good.
Yeah.
Whatever works, that movie with Larry David, I think it's like he's a rich guy and then he meets a broke girl. She may or may not be like a prostitute, and then he asks her to like move in with him, and then she starts seeing some other guy, and then it turns out that they're in like a three-way relationship. It's basically about like alternative relationships. Yeah. And it's like, well, whatever works. She's my girlfriend and she has a boyfriend. Whatever you fucking want to do.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Meanwhile, it's fucking Larry David
Yeah.
as like the sex.
No, I think he's playing himself, but he fucking gets involved.
Oh, really? He's Larry David.
It's not Curb, but he's not really an actor. He doesn't really play other than Larry David.
But no, I saw him in Othello. It was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did he play? Othello in full blackface?
Yeah. Yo, it's me, Othello. Everyone's like, Larry, no.
He's rapping. How about a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where he does blackface as Othello, and then it turns out it's very awkward that he shouldn't do that. And he's like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. They're like, Larry, you can't wear blackface anymore.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's his name? What's his black Leon?
Leon.
Leon's like, man, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Larry.
I haven't seen the show in so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
it-
gave up on TV. I'm not doing TV anymore.
I can't watch it.
Yeah.
There's
Just
not enough
YouTube clips.
blackface.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Whatever happened to...
Woody Allen ever fucks his daughter on TV.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer film.
Yeah. I prefer Al Jolson. That is all I watch.
Al Jolson?
Al Jolson.
Who's that?
A famous dancer and entertainer back in the day who was basically brought blackface to the fore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, imagine that's your legacy.
What I mean, it's not a good legacy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, that's what you get.
Right.
You know, you should have seen that one coming.
It's imagine you're I don't know fucking anything about that. Imagine you're just actors are not smart people. You just do a thing and they're like, hey, do this, it's gonna make
But
you famous,
here's
and then
the
all of a
thing.
sudden you're like a symbol of hate.
Yeah, but also like I hate-
Britney Spears.
I'm trying to let me try and bring it around a little bit. Like also neither are the Strokes.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? It's like, why are you at a political rally giving a political
Well, that's the whole point.
opinion?
Is I think that they fucking peaked so early in their life, and it's just been such a constant plateau of success that it's like, in order to have any kind of meaning, like playing to thousands of people does nothing for them now.
Okay.
And they're just like, I guess I got to do what I think is, I got to try and help the world in some way because they're fucking nothing. They're like they're out of drugs. By the time they were 20, they fucked every single person in the world they want. They were already born rich, and then they became even richer. They became the #1 band in the fucking world. It's like, what do you fucking do at that point?
But the thing is, the problem is that you've been winning for so long
Yeah.
that you're like, oh, I might suck. It's like when Michael Jordan started playing baseball. You
Yeah.
know, it was like, no, you suck at this, and you're good at that. It's the same thing for politics.
No,
It's
I don't know. I mean, I like their politics for the most part. I mean, they also played rallies for Bernie Sanders and stuff. Like, they have very progressive politics. I mean, listen, if you're going to be political,
but in that term, you're just civilian. You're just a civilian then.
me or them?
No, them. It's like might as well. It's like, okay, you can raise money for these people. I guess
Yeah.
you're useful for them as
Yeah.
a tool.
Yeah.
But fuck your fucking ideas, you fucking plumber. It's like you're not qualified. Like, why do you get this platform?
Well, yeah, but that's a completely separate opinion. It's why should celebrities have clout? But I think a lot of them, they're fucking lost, and then that's a way of giving meaning to their life. Is like, let me see if I can at least help fix some
You know what it
problems
feels
by
like
trying
for
to
me,
get the
though?
right people
But
elected.
this is what it feels like for me. It's like, man, I need some meaning in my life because
Yeah.
I've been famous for so long. I'm gonna
Right.
be a firefighter, and then every building burns down
Right.
that you go to because you're not fucking qualified.
But that's
It
not
was like,
what they're
you're
doing.
you're an idiot.
They are succeeding at raising money for candidates that they believe in. So whatever, fuck
All
it,
right, okay.
right? Yeah. I gotta say, I'm having like heart palpitations because I've had so much coffee.
Are you
I
okay?
had an iced coffee before I came here because you were so late, and then
I was very
I
late.
had to keep it like an hour and a half late. Doesn't matter. I had
That's
an iced
fucking
coffee,
crazy, man.
And then I got another coffee on the way over here, and my heart is fucking boom, 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 boom.
Should I have texted you beforehand? Oh,
Budada,
Gerard.
budada.
That's not that bad.
Do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 do.
You know
I'm
it's
in
bad when it goes
control.
reggaeton. Yeah.
Da-da.
Boom, 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 boom,
I didn't
boom.
do that. The
Yeah.
dembo,
Yeah.
dembo.
Yeah, you're like, yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. I'm a captarilla. That's all I got.
Dale, dale, mi corazón me duele, dolor, dolor, dolor en mi cuerpo. How do you say chest? En el pecho.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You got another topic? Should I? I'm gonna. If
Da-
you got one more,
Dale, 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 cafeína. Dale más cafeína.
if you got one more, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start and stop this. Yeah.
Start and stop it. Yeah.
Well, thank you for blowing me this time. It's about fucking time. Jesus Christ.
All right. Okay. Fine. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, wash it down. There you go. That's why I bought you the coffee. It's like, quit your.
My heart's gonna explode, and
Yeah,
I can't stop drinking it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you got some creamer in there now, buddy.
Who the fuck was I talking about? I was talking to Pedro, and he was like, "Yeah, I like to smoke a little bit of weed at night, and then I play one game of FIFA, and I go to bed." And I was like, "Yeah, we're not the same person." Like, I was like, I had to sell my PlayStation because I would wake up and play 8 to 12 hours a day.
The people who have that type of balance, it's like, did someone teach you that? Or
No,
are you an
it's
actually
sickening.
normal person?
It's not even normal. It's yeah. I don't know what those. I like Pedro, but I don't know. To me, um, constant consumption to the point that it destroys you is such a central part, like compulsiveness, such a central part of the experience of being alive to me that I can't imagine what it's like not to have that,
Yeah.
Like it, I guess it's like when I see the fucking people at the restaurant when you're like, what is this? What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want but they're able to, they don't need the reward or something
Right.
like that. Or the reward is like a nice thing, but it's not something they need right now, or their brain is going to get fucked up.
Or they'll get a little bit and they'll be fine. And
Yeah.
move off. No, man, I want to fucking,
I feel like I'm okay.
I want to ride a rocket
I'm
into the
feel,
sun.
I feel like I'm okay with that type of stuff. Like I can do just a little bit of one thing or a little bit of the other thing, and I don't have to like do it to the end of,
Yeah.
Even when I was like smoking a lot of weed, like for me, it was $4 of weed a day or something like that.
Yeah, no, you've never been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've never been to the point where I'm like, yes, and then the police are knocking on my door.
You never go on fucking benders? You never go on benders and just until your body gives out, until you just pass out multiple times in a row and you just wake up heaving somewhere.
My body.
You wake up in a pool of sweat and you're like, I have to stop this or I'm going to die.
Yeah.
You never do that?
My body gives up before it gets to that point. I've never blacked out.
Really?
From drinking. Yeah. I've had horrible memories of vomiting for hours on end.
It's almost worse not to black out because then you just have to remember.
Yeah. It's bad, but I've never gotten to the point where I've been black. My body won't let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, here we go. I gotta go. It's like, yeah, I'm too much of a nauseous Jew.
I was hanging out with Tiago and we walked from the West Village over the Manhattan Bridge back to
But
Brooklyn.
the people don't know, Tiago is our friend who passed away a couple weeks ago.
I mean, his family's been out of town, so he's just been like all the time. He's like, "You want to hang out?" And I'm like, "Man, you really
rest in peace." Yeah.
Don't have that much going on with your wife and kids, but now they're back, and so I guess I won't see him as much. But anyways, he was like, "I think I'm gonna have a beer to go over the bridge," and I was just like salivating, being like, "Can you drink this one for me?" Like,
I've seen you do that before.
I was like, "Can you drink this one or this one?" And he was like, "I don't want that one." I'm like, "Take that one, please."
Meanwhile, how come I have to be the one that sucks dick for you?
I want to watch you.
Yeah.
I want to watch you drink it. Yeah.
Are you jealous of him and his ability to just have one beer?
No, because having one beer isn't fun. What's fun is fucking pushing it to the limit,
Yeah.
What's fun is fucking flooring it and then seeing how far you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just feeling like the extreme overload, the rush, the sensory overload. That's what's fucking fun. Moderation isn't fun.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking point. And then people who think moderation is fun, it's like
wait in line for speakeasies.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You wait in line, and then I have my drink, and then I'm done, and I go home. You're right. I'm gonna start doing heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah. Well, there's other things that you can do not in moderation. I mean, if fucking
you can whack off.
I can't masturbate either. If I masturbate, I can't have sex. I need like a 2-day window. If I fuck someone,
is that a cum problem?
Yeah, I like my sex drive. I can't. If I jerk off, I probably won't really want to fuck the next day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I just don't jerk off. I rarely do. I did. Okay. All right. This actually ties it in nicely.
I just like the fact that you're looking at a note of like,
so.
Oh, speaking of jerking off.
No, true. True. I did because I found this. I don't know what I was.
Picture of me.
I was watching some shit. Not porn. I was watching probably like some Russian website trying to find a movie I couldn't find or something. And I saw an ad for this website called Hentai. Now, do you know what hentai is?
Yeah, it's animation porn, Japanese animation porn.
Right.
Squids going up vaginas and.
Yeah.
Who do you think you're talking to, buddy?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot.
Daniel Hentai Veza. Yeah.
Right. Weibo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's a guy who really likes Japanese culture, like a white guy. Okay. Weeb. So Hentai is this. I think it's a Romanian porn company, and what they do is they do real life recreations of hentai. So. I found it. I found a place where you could watch it all. I paid for it, and what it's wild because it's first of all, the girls, their English is bad, but it's literally everything that you see in hentai, but done with people. So
how's the budget?
Pretty good. They had like stop motion animation tentacles going in a girl's pussy and in her mouth, and then they were really into overflowing cum. So like a big thing in hentai is like a guy fucks a girl and then there's so much cum it like starts spurting out of her mouth. So they would do that.
But like, okay, but with an actual dick, or like how?
Yeah, sometimes with a dick or sometimes with tentacles.
But like, so there's a special effects department.
Well, I mean, you would see the tentacle go and then it would cut to her mouth and she goes, "Bleh," and cum comes out. And clearly she just had it in her mouth. But it's the effect.
Okay.
And there's also this thing called ahegao. Ahegao face.
Okay.
Which is, now this is interesting because there's, I saw it in this, and that's when the women in porn will make faces like the girls in hentai. Right?
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
You've seen this where they, it's like, ah,
yeah. It's so dumb.
Well, then I Googled it because I was like, what is this called? It's called ahegao. And there's TikTok compilations. There's like entire TikTok accounts of like underage girls making these faces, which are basically just a cartoon getting fucked.
I'm telling you.
And they draw like the blush under the eyes.
I know exactly what you're talking. I've seen those on TikTok. I've seen those. I'm not knowing what they were attached to, but I've seen them on TikTok. When is that thing gonna get shut down?
TikTok?
Everyone's like, oh, it's the better one. It's so innocent. It's porn. It's like, this is child porn.
Right.
This is like. No,
it's not. It's
like the
not.
latest, but it's like
the way
they
we
have these
define
songs.
porn.
Yeah, but it's like
There's
the
no
way
nudity. There's no penetration.
Yeah, but it's like the way, it's like the latest song.
Yeah.
Like a nice little like 20-second cool clip of that song.
Yeah.
And then everyone does the same type of little porno dance.
Right.
That they have based around, it's like,
right.
And they like, they turn around, they shake their butt a little bit. And I'm like, oh, it's this cute thing. I was like, no, this is.
It's like they're playing Simon Says.
Yeah.
Simon Says, spread your cheeks.
Yeah, it's basically what that is. And it's just like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I'm on day 3 of this stuff. I think it's.
Never been so hard in my life.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I might call somebody at some point.
Right.
Yeah, to make a complaint. Yeah. But
hello,
seriously,
TikTok?
it's so weird to me.
Hello, TikTok. Why did it stop? Why did I run out of content?
Also, someone who's I'm right now someone who's seeing somebody who's their own age.
Right.
Just the fact I'm like it
well,
feels.
Could you imagine being a
14-year-old
I'm
looking at children. I'm looking at children's asses.
Right, but not only that, but could you imagine you're a 14-year-old guy in high school, and then a 14-year-old girl that you're in high school with has 80 billion likes for shaking her ass?
Yeah.
What, are you going to go talk to her in the hallway and be like, hey?
I never even thought of that.
Yeah. It's like these women are now like on the sexual marketplace on a global level across all ages.
Yeah.
Right? And then, it's fucking insane.
I hate to be like Mr. Conservative.
There's also like an OnlyFans to like the TikTok to OnlyFans pipeline where it's like you turn 18 and they're like, all right, well, if you have 100,000 followers, if you want to make a lot of money tomorrow, well, now you can just fucking start showing your pussy.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
And do less than what you were doing before.
I hate to see being like Mr. Conservative, but like my niece is completely offline and she was on TikTok.
Yeah.
There'd be a massive fucking problem.
Because of you or because your
no,
parents?
in the house. Just like it's just like I'd rather her start smoking pot.
Yeah.
Than do that weird, you know what I mean? Like there's so many illegal things that are so much worse than being a fucking kid on the internet, be like doing the like latest fucking ass dance.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at it soon.
Right.
Yeah. It's like fucked up, man.
That's I think somebody was telling me it's a well-known thing that like all these baby like moms will start an Instagram or a YouTube channel for their baby doing stuff, and it's like clearly just child porn bait.
Yeah.
But then they're like, I mean, clout is clout.
Yeah.
They're like clicks are clicks.
What do you like?
Views are views.
What do you think of people who post their kids on Instagram who have big followings?
I mean, at that point, it's like your entire life is your business, you know?
Yeah, I know, but then
it's weird. I think for a lot of people,
but it's almost like the
no
mob. Then you can be born into it, or like it's like. It's like it's going to be all you know. Like if you're a kid and you're born into like a certain lifestyle, like
well, sure, but I mean, it's like stage kids, stage moms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same shit that's been around forever.
Yeah.
Of people who are just like, well, this is how I make money, and fucking my kid is going to be another way for me to make money. I'm going to teach him to play ukulele, and we're going to do fucking Backstreet Boy covers, and then that's how we're going to buy a house.
Damn. Do you feel like
That's what the Jackson 5 was.
Do you feel like the opposite?
And fucking the music slaps.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
You're right. I'm gonna fuck some of these kids.
Right? You have to.
Yeah.
Don't you want to keep the music?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Something about
The Jackson 5.
Jackson 5. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna bring the floss that I use. We're doing an episode where you try my floss. Would you do that on air?
That's a Patreon episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. For $5 a month, you could see me floss.
You remember when I had Honey Crisps and you took a bite and you were like, "Oh wow, I've been driving a fucking beater and this is a Ferrari."
This is Honey Crisp good level floss.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll try it.
If you think it's gonna change me like Honey Crisps did.
Yeah.
But the thing is like the problem is that you were like, here's this amazing thing you can't afford.
You can't afford it, man.
Well, I can afford Honey Crisps
now. You just gotta stop
now.
being so fucking cheap.
No. I can afford Honey Crisps now.
Yeah.
But now that my life is a little bit more in order than it was the last time when you gave me a Honey Crisp, you know what it is? It's like you're like, smell my finger, and I'm like, ooh, and then you're like, yep, not gonna fuck.
Yeah. No, it's you're making it sound like I went up to you in a playground and like offered you a little bit of crack, and I'm like, well, if you want more, come to me.
Yeah, it wasn't a little bag.
Yeah.
You did have it in a coat like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh off the tree. Yeah. Are we good?
I'm done. I think I'm done.
I
you
think
done?
we're good. Yep.
Cool.
Follow our show, Take It Outside.
At Take It Outside Comedy.
Yeah, pop-up shows in parks in New York City.
I mean, honestly, I'm probably gonna quit soon. So
it's crazy.
I'm fucking done with everything that is not just me talking about myself. Anything that does anything for anybody but me, I'm fucking cutting that shit right out of my life.
Isn't it kind of sad that you do have to like?
That's how you have to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you're just a fucking moron. You just get eaten alive.
I have to say this, for the first year and a half I was here, I was like, you don't have to think that way, Santiago. You're a jerk.
Right.
And then you're like, you want to do something with me? I was like, okay. And then like 6 months later, I was like, oh yeah, you gotta fucking
it's you versus the world.
Yeah. It was like, I was like, you don't need an engine in a car for it to go.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
And I was
right.
like, no, you need an engine
Yeah.
for it to go. I was like, oh, Santi, you're so cynical.
Yeah.
It runs on dreams. And you're like, no, man, you have to build an engine. I was
Yeah.
like, but building engine is work, you
Yeah.
know, and it's just fucking. So anyway, our show's fucking good.
Our show's good, and I'm gonna quit soon.
Yeah.
And you can follow me at Santiago is Dead.
And at Daniel Lewis Veza.